Hello friends, I am Rajneesh and today in this session we shall be continuing our discussion on directory server. Till now we are able to access or do any type of LDAP query based on port 39 or LDAP protocol. In this session we shall be configuring this directory server to support LDAP's protocol which works on 636. So for that we'll have to configure SSL, we'll have to create a private key for it, generate a certificate signing request, and finally get the certificate from the certification authority and install it on the directory server so that it supports TLS and SSL. Let us see how. The first thing is to create a private key. So with this command genrsa -des32048 we are creating a private key. We are giving it a password ldap1 at 123. It could be anything. The second command is to generate a request or a certificate signing request. The number of days it will be valid is for 365 days and it will be creating ldap1.csr using the key ldap1.key that we have just created. So to use this key we need to know the password. The password was ldap1 at 123. Country code India, state Rajasthan, city Pilani, organization name Linux, CBTs, organization unit name, let it be IT, and the common name, it should exactly match the name of the server. ldap1.linuxcbts.com. Perfect. The mail address you could give as it could be anything. So now we have ldap1.csr. We'll just copy it to certification authority. Sorry, root login is not supported on it. So I have to sign that certificate signing request. So the certification authority will sign CSR and generate a certificate out of it. To sign it, I need to have password for CA. So it displays me the details of the CSR. So it belongs to country India and all those details I provided to it. And confirming it whether I should sign it, yes. Commit it, yes. So it has been signed. So now I'll send back the certificate. So I have sent the certificate. The second thing I have to send is the certification authority certificate. ca.crt, so I am sending it also. So I have sent the certification authority certificate and of LDAP 1 signed and sent back to LDAP 1. Now let's try to use them. This key is confidential and it should have the permission only for LDAP. Okay, so we have obtained the private key, we have obtained the certificate, and we have also obtained the CA certificate. Let's configure the directory server to access and use these three things. For that, we'll have to create an LDIF file and we have to modify these three parameters. TLS CA certificate file. CA certificate file will be ca.crt and TLS certificate file will be ldap1.crt and certificate key file will be ldap1.key. Please note one thing: in case ldap1.key is still having password, we'll have to supply password each time we start /d. So the best way is to remove password from it. With password, move it to a different location. So now we have ldap1.key without any password. So this is TLS certificate key file ldap1.key, certificate file ldap1.crt, and we are fine with it. Let's just copy these things. Create any LDIF file, copy the details. Let's try to understand it. Under cn equal to config, we are adding OLC TLS CA certificate file attribute with the value ca.crt, CS certificate file attribute it should not be there. So we are adding one more attribute, certificate file, the path of the certificate file, and certificate key file with the path of key file. We are right on it. So the next step is to run the command ldap modify. So whenever we are running ldap modify, we'll have to provide access to cn equal to config, write access, which could be provided only by the root DN for that. minus f the name of this LDIP file, minus d bind dn, config, and minus w passwords. So it has modified it. If we want to see the attributes, run the query ldap search minus x minus b cn equal to config minus d bind dn cn equal to manager comma cn equal to config grep tls ldap search minus x minus b cn equal to config minus bind dn minus w. Here you can see that these attributes are present: TLS CA certificate, certificate file, and TLS certificate key file. Perfect. But till now it's not listening on port 636. So let's tell slapd sysconfig ldap, and let's tell slapd to listen on LDAPs. Uncomment it and just restart slapd. And now it's listening on port 636. Now let's try to run an LDAP search query.